Hi, this is Ken. This spiritual video is called Our Choices in Life. We each have a choice as to what type of life we're going to live and what we are going to do with our life. Though, when we think about the world and depending on the color of our skin, our religion, the country we were born in, sometimes it appears that our choices have been made for us, that either our life is going to be more difficult or easier because of circumstances in life and our even so to speak. But in reality, we each do have a choice as to what kind of life we are going to live, regardless of anything or anywhere you were brought up or any of the prejudices against you. We can choose to either live our life with fear, being afraid, or with love, sharing it with all others. When you live your life in fear, basically you're accepting everything that you've learned about life and you're accepting that as the reality, and that is the way things are. It is everything that we learn about life is what I call the ego. And when you accept the things that you've learned, then you live your life in fear. You're afraid of being hurt. You're afraid of not being as good as other people. You're afraid of not being able to make as much money as other people or do the things that you think you're supposed to be doing, or any number of other things that we may include in that list. But you live your life in fear, worried about yourself, afraid about what's going to happen in your life. And you go through your entire life living like this, worrying, but not truly living, even though you believe you're living life. You're truly not. You're missing out on what life is all about. Your other choice is to live your life with love. And when you live your life with love, the love I'm talking about is not love that we learn about. It's not the love where you're concerned about, caring about other people. It's not the love where you're giving that is conditional, where you expect love to be returned to you. But the love I'm talking about is inherent. It is present within every life. It is another word that you could substitute in the spirit or your higher self or your peace of God that is within each of us. And living your life with love means sharing the goodness that is within each of us selflessly with all others without any other reason, but because it's what life is all about. When you live your life with love, you are living it to the fullest. You don't need material things. You don't need money. You don't need anything. Nothing that we learned, the color of our skin, our religion, will determine whether you live your life with love. You determine whether you live your life by sharing your spirit selflessly, your love selflessly with all others, regardless of any differences there may be between us. Now we choose which life we are going to have, whether we live our life with fear or whether we live our life with love. But the thing to know is that you can change your life at any time. If you're living your life in fear, you do not have to continue to live it that way. You could change your life by deciding you want more to your life. You want to, there must be other things that you're supposed to do besides just making money and buying material things. When you decide you want to start to share your love, which means that you're starting to awaken to the real desires and the real meaning of life, everything begins to change in your life. So you can change your life at any time when you make the decision you want to share your love, your spirit selflessly with all others. When you begin to decide this, you awaken. When you dedicate your life to it, allowing your love or your spirit within to direct your life, at that point, you become enlightened. Though your ego or your fear will always remain within you, that always is part of you. It no longer dictates your choices in life. It now becomes secondary, allowing your spirit within, your love within, shared unconditionally with all others, to be the primary director of your life. When you do this, you become enlightened. And what enlightenment means is that you discover the true meaning of life, the reason we were born, our purpose. And by doing so, you will find true happiness, inner peace, and life and everything you view about it will change forever. This spiritual video is by Ken. Until next time.